Huge. I mean, the reps obviously especially last year getting like a season under, when Jake went down, unfortunately, bumping up from 3 to 2, you get a lot more reps in practice, some game time. So this spring has been 10 times better than last spring.
And today especially, you got to take pretty much all the reps with the ones. What's that kind of experience like, being able to compete with the guys that are the first team?
Yeah, it's good. It's good, especially to know that the guys who are going out there every day have your back too. It was nice working with them, getting a chance, obviously a little faster, a little quicker, but a little more experience, but it was good.
For you, knowing that too, you got that entire offensive line there. How much of a kind of a safety blanket, I guess, is that for you, especially now that you're getting a lot of reps at the ones?
Yeah, they're pretty awesome, pretty good group of guys. They know what they're doing. They got a lot of experience, but it's nice playing behind them.
I'm sure, obviously, in every backup quarterback's mind, you're one play away from being that guy. Does that still enter in your mind this spring, still trying to compete as best you can?
Yeah, of course. I mean, I'm going every day. I mean, who else in the country can say they're competing with a Heisman Trophy candidate? So it's only making me better. I'm trying to push him so he can be better. I think we help each other, and I think it's great.
Yeah, how much better does that make you, competing with a guy that was the best player in the country?
Yeah, it's awesome. You get to compete with the best. Think of the guys. When I came here to compete. EJ, Clint's starting, Jake's probably going to end up starting, and now James is a Heisman Trophy. So I think it's great, the competition. It brings out the best of both of us.
For you guys, just as a team in general, what's it like getting back out to spring practice, getting acclimated to the game, and just kind of the game speed again?
It's good. It's good review. Can't go all the way that whole time without refreshing the playbook, getting out there hitting a little bit. But it's good to get back out there with the guys.
Is the mentality any different coming off a national championship, or does it make you that much more hungry?
No, I think it makes us more hungry. Jimbo always talks about not like defending the title, but going after it again. It's not really we're trying to defend it; we're going to get it again. So.
It seems like last year and this year, a lot of your teammates have described you as a competitor, as a guy that wasn't just going to be, good with being the number 2 guy or the number 3 guy. Was going to push those guys. Mm-hmm. What is it about you that your teammates can see that so clearly?
I don't know. I think maybe they just see how I am, like around the locker room, in the weight room, on the field. I just think they know, that I'm a guy. Even though I am number 2, I'm not happy. I'm not settled being a number 2. So.
Is it kind of a fun challenge for you having, Winston be the number 1?
Yeah, it's fun. It's fun getting out there and competing with him. I know how good he is. Our coaches know how good he is. I know how good he is. So it only makes me better. It only makes this team better.
Just working with all the number 1 guys for almost all the practice today. Is that invaluable experience, especially for when you do get out there, at the end of games?
Oh, of course. Getting reps with them, their speed, they maybe talk a little different lingo, it's quicker, you don't have to explain as much as like the younger guys, but it's nice getting out there with them, especially so when I do get in there in the game with them, it's much more flowing.
While it was great for you competition-wise the past year or two, being behind Jacob and Jameis and then, EJ the first year, was it tough for you to be behind so much competition?
It was tough at times when I was a freshman, especially not knowing the system, the playbook, knew the basics, but I don't know it anywhere near like I know it now. So it's kind of hard to really compete without knowing it. But, this past year really is when I really feel like now I know it. Now I could just play football and, just go out there and compete.
You were a big recruit coming out of high school, so was it tough, being the backup guy and not being that number 1 guy anymore?
Some days, you're like, damn, it's tough, but the next day you're just like, it's going to make me better in the long run. It's going to help this team with how much depth we have, so that's what it's all about.
I know last year there was the 4-man quarterback battle going into spring, and you kind of walked in the room and introduced yourself as like, "Hi, I'm Sean." You felt like all those other 3 guys were, being talked about a lot more. Is it cool? Are you surprised at all to see from one year to another how much you've moved up the depth chart? Yeah,
it's pretty good. It's funny how things work out, but I really can't judge. What everyone else is doing, their plans. So I just gotta keep working hard. Things will turn out good in the long run.